I'm Tony Hardy, founder and director of Canny Creative, a branding, web and content agency based in Blyth, Northumberland, and welcome to Building Better Brands. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing the fundamentals of rebranding and why you might need a change for your business. So first of all, what is rebranding? Well, it's all about changing your strategy, maybe your brand name, and definitely your identity to kick your business on. It's not about looking backwards and sticking with what you've had in the past. It's about looking forward to the future, deciding where you want to go and actioning towards that. So why rebrand? Well, things in business change every single day, and I'm not advising you rebrand your business every day or you rebrand even once a year, or ideally you don't want to be rebranding at all, or at least you want to keep the same brand for a very, very long time. The thing is customers change, markets change, new competitors crop up. So all these sorts of ongoing effects of the business world can then have a knock-on effect on your business, and then it might be time to sit down, think about your brand and see where you want to go and what you want to do next. And at the end of the day, if your brand doesn't reflect your business vision, it's time to look at rebranding. So how do you rebrand your business? So the first thing you want to do when rebranding is to conduct a brand audit. You want to bring all of your key decision makers around the table, get everything laid out. What does your current brand strategy look like? What is your brand identity? What are you looking to do with the brand? Really deep dive into your brand, explore where you are now and discuss where you want to take it in the near future. The next thing you need to do is clarify your brand strategy. First up is your brand values. They're the things that your business holds closest to its heart and you're going to hold yourself accountable towards moving forward. Then it's your brand mission. It's what your company is all about and what it is you're setting out to do. Then clarify your story. How are you going to communicate your values and your mission to your audience? Next up, your brand positioning. Are you the cheap end of the market? Are you the high end of the market? Or are you somewhere in between? Where does your business fall in terms of market position? And finally, your brand messaging. How are you going to say all of these things? What sort of language are you going to use? This all has an effect when it comes to rebranding your business. Next, audit your audience. Think about your current customers and think about your ideal customers, and then you need to kind of decide where you want to go. The thing is, you really need to pinpoint and focus down on your audience. You want to know the name, the job, are they married, do they have kids, where they live, what sort of car they drive, what brands do they already buy into. All these sorts of little micro details about your audience can help craft your rebrand. And think about this. Think about your current biggest customers. They're probably the ones you want to be going after. Make them your new normal type of customer. So if you've got 10 customers paying £1,000 each, but then you have 2 or 3 customers paying £5,000 or £10,000 each, it's important that the rebrand targets these kind of game-changing customers. You don't want to rebrand to target your old existing customers. I mean, it would be great if they appreciate the rebranding efforts as well. But really, rebranding is a marketing tool and tactic that you can utilize to target these new, bigger, high-ticket clients and take your business and kick on from there. One thing people often overlook when it comes to their rebranding is their actual service offering. When Canny Creative started 4 or 5 years ago, we were offering logo design and one-off leaflet design, flyer design, and that is not the sort of design agency we are anymore. We won't really just do standalone little projects like that. We always like to work on full brand identities or big rebranding projects. When rebranding, it's the perfect time and opportunity to look at your current service offering, look back at what you've offered in the past, bring everything in line and decide on what your service offering will be moving forward. Once you've looked at your brand strategy, the audience you're attracting and the services you're offering, it's time to look at your brand identity and reshape the face of your business brand. Now, when creating a new brand identity, you'll want to dive in, you'll want things like a logo design, both a vertical and a horizontal version of that logo, a colour palette, typography, a new website, new marketing collateral. All of these little things add up and eventually you'll be left with a shiny new brand identity. And remember, we never recommend designing your brand identity yourself or even using gig economy websites like Fiverr or Freelancer. We recommend investing properly with a professional agency one time, and hopefully your brand will stand the test of time and last your business forever. And that's all there is to it. Rebranding is simply looking at your business now, assessing, are we still heading in the right direction? And if you're not, make a change, make a pivot, and take it to where you want to go in the future. If you're short on budget, you can do some of the groundwork yourself. You can maybe look at some ideas around your brand strategy and getting that down. You could start profiling your audience. But when it comes to creating the identity, we recommend bringing in a professional design agency like Canny and kicking on from there. Remember, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe below, and we'll see you next time on Building Better Brands.